What it do? It's your boy, Illuminated D. And you know what I'm saying? We back with the other one. Today is November 12th, 2024. And the first thing that I want to do is thank you to everybody who's liked and commented. And to all the subscribers, Pops and I want to let you know that we really appreciate you. Because for you to come and consume the content and spend your time with us while we understanding that you have busy lives, thank you. Bless. I know that it's been a long time coming. Family, I know that it's been a long time coming, but I was going through some things and I took some time off and I just wanted to basically create content and just let my emotions out. Because usually I do music, but in this basis, I just wanted to let my emotions out and I just made content that I felt would make me feel good. But now, I think it's time, in this video at least, to have a serious conversation. And this one is talking about coming together. I want to know where this notion came from. I want to know who created this. So if anybody knows, tell me in the comments. Who created the notion that men and women can't be cool? Now, we all know that we can be cool brother-sister type. You feel me? Like, oh yeah, I claim he's my brother or my sister type. But let's say you get into a relationship and then basically the person says, oh no, you can't have no brothers. You can't hang out with no dudes because all they want to do is smash. Or they be like, nah, you can't hang out with no chicks because all they want to do is smash. Now, I get it. On a lower vibrational level, if that's the mindset of all it can be, then maybe that's all it would be. But then you have different vibrational levels where it's like, well, look, smashing isn't even beneficial to the relationship because you might be making so much money together. You might have a business idea that can turn into a beautiful friendship, but if everything gets caught around the notion of smashing, I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody likes to smash. That's just, sorry to say it, but it's just a reality. How do you think people got here? Obviously they did. But if you start looking at it from a different dynamic of, okay, well, why can't we make money together? Why does it have to be in a job setting? And then the only way that in the little box that was created for us, they say in the job setting is the only place that you can have a coexisting relationship with the opposite sex without it being over sexualized. Now, I get it. If the person is making advances, then that's a different type of energy. But let's say they really are cool. What if they really do look at each other like brother and sister? I mean, do we not realize that people are attractive? People are attractive. So if they're attractive, I don't want to say the darker sense of self because, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people lie to themselves. A lot of people have thoughts and they be like, oh my gosh, please take these thoughts out. But do the thoughts not appear? And do not saner minds that would have clarity and understanding of consequences not make saner? Because imagine getting mad and imagine somebody is road raging and then it makes you mad. Do you have to choose the option to get out the car and purge and do all that type, or do you have the saner mind to prevail and just let them flick you off and go about your business, go about your day, and don't let it bother you because what they're going through, you can just pray for them in the back end. So I think that's the question that I gotta ask is like, where did this notion come from that men and women can't be in coexisting relationships? I was even told that if I wanted to get a female roommate, I couldn't do it because I would smash. Or what if there's all these scenarios of like, well, what if they're trying to smash you? What if they dress a certain type of way? And this wasn't necessarily from a female, this was from a man's perspective, point of view. So it's like when I was getting that type of energy thrown my way, I was like, well, I was called delusional. I was. Sorry, apologize. I was called delusional. So tell me, is that delusional to think that men and women can be friends, men and women can be coexisting and have partnerships in our business ships or friendships without the notion that it's sexual because they're hanging out? Where did this come from? Who created this standard? Who created these standards? I think a lot of us need to come into play, and we need to start questioning who created these standards. Who told us that this was the standard of how things are supposed to be? Who said that? Who? And how did it turn into what it is? Just same exact thing. We all love diamonds, right? Well, I don't love diamonds. I know that they're a rock, and I know that I can, make it in a lab too if I wanted to, and I know that I can put it under high pressure and turn it into a gem. I know that, right? I could do that. But who said that diamonds are forever? Who said that diamonds are worth anything? Diamonds are a rock. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. It's some gravel. Who says anything is anything, and who came up with all these notions? Because it was somebody, I'm telling you, it was somebody who was weird. They came up with that. They said, nah, men and women can't be cool in this reality. It's only one or done. But was it only in America? Because you know what I'm saying, that's like a westernized mindset. Because in some cultures, it's okay to be able to have multiple wives. And I'm not getting into the wife conversation of why men should have multiple wives. I'm not saying that at all, because I honestly believe that most men can't even take care of one woman. So how do you think that they're going to be able to take care of five? So think about it. I mean, it's cool if it's different partnerships and but most people would be like, oh, well, that's nasty. But I mean, even the Bible talks about it. And people had concubines. And it doesn't necessarily have to be named concubine. They had partnerships and they had all type of things. Was it sinful? Was it not sinful? Who created that? If you go and look up and do the research, the councils of Nicaea, when the first book, I don't want to say it was necessarily written like this, so you have to do your own research. I don't know, God forgive me. But go and look up the councils of Nicaea and do your own research. The councils of Nicaea, and go do your own research. And I'm not getting off in that topic. I'm just pointing out a perspective of who came up with this idea that men and women can't be cool. And if they are cool, then they smash it. And people would be like, well, that's just reality. People get horny. Who's that weird person that just said that? Was it me who said that? Or was that the person that created it? Because I didn't create it. So I'm just mimicking what they're saying. But what I would say is that the truth is this. If you bad and they bad, then it definitely takes a different type of relationship to not. To not smash. But I know some Jones that are bad that I chose friendship over smashing, you know why, or trying to, and maybe not even getting opportunity to build a better bond, build a relationship, build a friendship. You know what I'm saying? Having friends on all different sides of the spectrum is important because it opens up doors and different avenues to different business, to different ideas, to a lot of different things. And I would say that people need to start tapping more into the good energy and stop listening to all these social media narratives. Because these narratives are what keeping the people divided. And as long as you believe and I've been missing a lot of different things that I want to catch on and tap on, but it's like before, remember I was talking about, I said everything was taboo. It seemed like all these different topics were taboo, so you couldn't talk about them. But now what people are doing is they're starting to realize that they can jump out the box and they can think differently and they can be successful with the way that they think without having to get scrutinized. So instead of staying in the box, instead of staying in your four corner, take a chance and step outside the box and give yourself the opportunity to be able to even entertain the idea that it's not just sexual, but it could be a friendship. Now, if it's proven to be otherwise, then that's a whole nother topic. You can't say that you didn't try. But don't miss out on all these many blessings out here because your lady got a plug and you scared to go and tap in because you think buddy trying to smash. Because I tell you, you're gonna miss out on a lot of money. I done had some super dope lady friends of mine that have put me in position just based off the fact that we were cool and that I wasn't trying to smash. I was really on some cool shit, trying to catch vibe, catch wave, make bag, and talk about bag. Because at the end of the day, that's what really matters, right? That's what we need in order to survive. So in order to survive, we need God and we need the back. So understanding that, the more assets in your life as you're being an asset is an absolute standard going into 2025 and forever on. Amen. Because we all want to be successful and we all want to be somewhere in life. But in order to do that, you got to do something that you ain't never done before. And that's the reason that we doing this right here, right now. Thank you to all the subscribers. Bless you. Have a great night. We out. Peace.